So we have here the CBS single window and the Fox early and late windows for the 2024 week. Here we have here the CBS. Let's talk about that. So we have most of the country is going to see the feature game and the city at Carolina. Then you Charles Davis. Jimmy and Sherman was not called the featured game due to there is being ones that are like good teams, but they're playing teams that are like as great, aren't so great. And CBS. And they're gonna call it Thanksgiving game plus another game week 13. So if they only call one game week 13, then the film not screw week 13. So they decided to not have the film have the sixth announce crew. The sixth film announce crew this week. The sixth announce crew does not do games every week. But is the first crew they get when there's a film announce crew. It's more like they have 6 games and there's 7. They do have a 7th one each network that's just for kids. And we have Tim Bate and Mike Johnson, Andrew Callen, T. Berger, and Matt Wright. T. Berger, I said Matt Ryan, just Jason McCourty. T. Used to be Andrew Callen, T. Berger, Matt Ryan, but this year Matt Ryan moved into the CBS studio. It is Jason McCourty though, and that is in Syracuse, Albany, in New York City, and New Jersey area. And that's about it. And then we have Tallahassee area and the Orlando and Tampa Bay, Florida areas. So it's like kind of like almost like the bare minimum for the area CBS is giving it. Then we have New Orleans, Miami, which is the Northeast, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maine, Vermont. The Branson, Vermont area goes in New York, and Portland, Maine. And Maine. Then we have that's Whisper to Emmerich, Atlanta, and in Maine and in Florida it's BC, Jacksonville area, Fort Myers, West Palm Beach, Miami areas. Then Tennessee, Houston is all of Texas except for the Dallas area. A little bit of Shreveport, Louisiana, but that goes. They're showing the Tennessee, Houston game. And then you have a little bit of Oklahoma, Texas stations that go to Oklahoma and like Arkansas. You have a little bit of Mississippi, Huntsville, Alabama, and a little bit in Kentucky, Virginia, and West Tennessee. And then you have a little bit of Arkansas. So it's like a Tennessee station, Memphis, Tennessee station. And then we have John McCarthy, Russ Tucker, Lee, Phillips Group. And then we have Denver, Las Vegas, the late window. And the main areas are getting Denver, Las Vegas. Denver, Las Vegas is pretty much all of Nevada, most of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, most of Montana, Wyoming, a little bit of South Dakota, Nebraska. Then you have Utah, New Mexico, and Colorado. Those are the areas that would normally get the game. But then you have a few areas that get the late game in like the immediate areas of teams. And it's all the teams that are playing on Fox in the early window. Pretty much of Minnesota for the Minnesota. They're playing in the early window. You got a little bit of Wisconsin, but Minnesota to do with Minnesota area. Minnesota Twin Cities area. You have Minneapolis, Minnesota Twin Cities area. That goes in the Wisconsin areas. That will Minnesota Station, Wisconsin. The Chicago, Illinois area. The Indianapolis area. The Detroit, Indianapolis, Indiana, Detroit area. The Washington D.C. area for the Washington Command, Washington. Then you have Dallas, Texas, and then Eugene, Oregon for a reason. I'm surprised they get that, but I'm surprised they do. Then we have and then Alaska and Hawaii get Kansas City, Carolina in the early window. This is no surprise. Your Dallas Washington is featuring most of the country is getting that. However, in the Midwest, and a little bit in the Southern and a little bit in the Northwest, there's a little bit of is Montana and Wyoming, not all of it, just some of it. We have all South and North Dakota, a little bit of Nebraska, all of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, a little bit of Missouri. Then we have about half of Illinois. Gets Minnesota, Chicago. Then we have Upper Michigan, most of Upper Michigan except for the area gets Wisconsin stations. The only reason not all of Illinois gets is because of St. Louis and Keeter, Missouri area stations that go into Illinois, parts of Illinois, bottom parts of Illinois. Then we have a little bit, goes into a little bit of Indiana. That game is the SB area. We have Minnesota gets most of Upper Michigan, that gets a Michigan station. Michigan affiliate, we have all of Michigan. Then we have most of Indiana, a little bit of Kentucky, and then Ohio gets pretty much Ohio because it is for maybe for like the AFC playoff picture because they are I guess, but maybe I don't know. But either way, it's not super surprising. It's not super surprising that North South Dakota, like maybe Iowa, maybe Wisconsin, Minnesota. Wisconsin has been getting Minnesota games when Green Bay's not been playing in the early window or not playing in the second window. Or, one time there was a doubleheader on one show. They got the Minnesota game, and the Green Bay game was going on one show. The Minnesota game was going on the other show. So plus they're right in Minnesota, Green Bay, right in close to each other in the playoff race. So I see why they show that. Then the Fox Slate window. No surprise here. The featured national game is San Francisco at Green Bay at Kimberly Assembly. Most of the country is seeing that. However, you have Arizona State at Emily Sanchez, and there's you can see some of Idaho, most of Oregon, all of Washington, all of Arizona except for a tiny tit that goes to Mexico Station. They can run a tiny tit that goes into Arizona Station that goes in Nevada and California. And then as you can see, not all of Idaho, some of Idaho, and some of Wyoming, or Montana, for sure, but not all the way up there is some of it, not all of it. And then Alaska gets Arizona State game, which is no surprise. Alaska a lot of times they base their games off of their stuff off of Washington State, and Hawaii either bases it off California for not always, but typically that's what it goes. But if typically, but yeah, that's it. So that's the Week 12 single Fox early and late windows. And Week 13 there's activities here. So if Tom Brady does, then my dad said else, but he does not do a second game on Sunday. And then you only have really, it's either going to be the one announced crew that's the main game. It'll either be Kevin Burkhardt, Sunbury, and Arizona, Minnesota if they do two, or it'll be Joe Davis, Greg Olson, Arizona, Minnesota feature game on the Fox single, which was not flexed. The NFL decided not to flex in Arizona, Minnesota. They decided not to, which is very surprising. There, you know. I would have thought the NFL would have wanted that over the. I would have thought that the NFL would have won that over the can't think for a second. Over the Miami Cleveland game. Hey, what do I know? I guess. I mean, there were a bunch of rumors that were spreading that that a bunch of things. Ones that people thought that it actually made a lot of sense. Why people were thinking that. Because if CBS want and Fox want to keep the game on CBS, the Philadelphia Baltimore game on CBS. One good afternoon game. Really good afternoon game. Makes sense. However, if CBS, if Fox, either the NFL wanted one good game for Fox to, or maybe if they do have an agreement negotiation with Fox and that, so maybe who knows, maybe that was a one good Sunday game, since they thought, their Thanksgiving game. Not the hottest Thanksgiving Day game. So maybe they thought, let's get, maybe can we have it, keep that. So then you thought it's going to be LA Chargers in Atlanta. If that was the case, if they said. So yeah. Which it could have been LA Chargers in Atlanta, but maybe they realized that LA Chargers, maybe that Atlanta's not playing as well as they thought the last 2 weeks. They got upset by New Orleans, which New Orleans I could see, but losing to Denver by that blow over the margin. Wow. So maybe that's why they didn't put Atlanta in the late Atlanta in the Monday night game. No idea, but the next opportunity for flex. It's not week 14. No, it is week 15. And you have week 15, you have Chicago, Minnesota, Atlanta, Las Vegas. So you have, but then you have opportunity for Chicago and Minnesota to be flexed out. Actually. You have Atlanta and Minnesota to be actually flexed out too. Maybe the reason is Las Vegas is going to flex themselves out of this matchup. And Chicago pretty much has. They're 4-6, but still, it depends on how Chicago plays in their game on Sunday against Minnesota. But we'll see. If the game does not look super competitive, then the NFL is like, well, we don't want the second matchup. Not if it's not super competitive. The first one, we don't want it. No matter who wins, you don't want that to be like uncompetitive, And if Chicago keeps losing a bunch, it goes out. gets out of the playoff picture. You know what I'm saying? Chicago gets the way out of the playoff picture. Or near the most way out of the playoff picture, and Las Vegas is pretty much already out of the playoff picture. Pretty much will be. So probably will be officially by the time this game starts. So it's like, you know, I don't know, Las Vegas is not looking that hot, so. I mean, this is the next time for our flex. Week 15. And you got Miami, Houston, Buffalo, Detroit. Maybe Indianapolis Denver is looking a little bit better. Maybe. And you got Washington, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Chargers. You got 6 good games. I mean, maybe, I don't know how maybe, but Buffalo, Detroit. For sure, Miami, Houston, for sure. So you got 5 good games. It depends on when the ones is, but maybe. And then you got Tampa Bay, Dallas is going to be flex week 16. Cleveland, Cincinnati. So you got a couple of flexes coming up that week. You got 2 flexes week 15, and 2 Monday nights. The Thursday night and the Sunday night are going to be 2 flex options. And they still have opportunities to actually flex them. They have to like 28 days, which they have till 28 days afterwards, which we'll probably announce on the 24th of 24th. Or it'll be 25th. So that'll be the Mondays. So we might announce on Monday, you know, have the 28-day window. No, it's actually from the Saturday, which is 19th. So did already pass by. They actually have until 22nd of November to announce that. And that would mean they would have till 28th of November to announce. See that Chicago. So we flex out, so. And also. And then at Cleveland. So there possibly 6 more flex games. The rest of the season to 2 Monday nights. On week 15. And then we have 1 Monday night. Yeah, the Thursday night, week 16 Amazon. That's 2 more days before it can be flexed out. And then, yeah, so it's still Friday to be flexed out. And then Tampa Bay at Dallas will be flexed out. Dallas will flex away out of that one. Get flexed out of that one. New Orleans at Green Bay. New Orleans could play. It depends if New Orleans is still in the NFC South playoff picture. They're not going to be in the wild card playoff hunt, but if they can flex their way if they can keep their way, play their way into the NFL keeping that game. Yeah, Week 12 playoff picture, Week 12 now. Look like expected. There's no surprises, no nothing. Nothing that you really didn't expect. I'm pretty much expecting a lot of it. I mean, maybe a little bit of unexpectedness, but a tiny little bit. But the Minnesota Chicago game, but or maybe just like that bit straight in Yabba's games in Ohio, but that doesn't surprise me too much. It's not really too unsurprising.